when we talk about today's parent, they're extremely aware, they're very alert, and they're very informed about the school they are
I
sending their
always
children.
recommend that in the evenings, take your child out for 90 minutes of playtime. This is one thing I always recommend, and I completely believe in this as well.
Parents of today's preschoolers are more informed, more involved, and often more connected than ever before. They seek constant communication, personalized learning experiences, and a deeper understanding of their child's development. While this intensified engagement can strengthen the home-school partnership, it also presents new challenges and opportunities for educators. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Think Tank, presented by My School Admission, powered by Education Today, along with our media partner, Education News Network. I'm your host, Nitya Krishnamurthy, and today's panel discussion is on a topic that is becoming increasingly relevant in the world of early childhood education: navigating the new age parent in preschools. As expectations evolve and parenting styles transform, preschools are finding themselves at the intersection of education, communication, and partnership. So, how can schools build trust, set healthy boundaries, and work collaboratively with parents while keeping the child's best interests at the center? To explore these important questions, we have with us two esteemed educators who bring years of experience and insight into the preschool ecosystem. Joining us today is Ms. Rekha Jossen, Principal of Daffodil Preschool, Bangalore. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nitya.
We are also delighted to have Ms. Rittu Goel, Founder and Director of Koorooma Foundation Years, Bangalore. Welcome, ma'am.
Good evening.
And thank you for being with us today. Let's begin our discussion. So, Ms. Rekha, with today's parents being more informed and involved, how has the definition of a good parent-school partnership changed in the last decade?
Okay, it's a very burning topic. I think we should be more focused and more when we talk about today's parent, they're extremely aware, they're very alert, and they're very informed about the school they are sending their children. So I think when we talk about today's topic, just that parents gets very aware of their surroundings, where their children are going. So it's important that what we are giving as an educator, as a preschool, and what we do, because the social media is playing a vital role in children and parents, all children's upbringing. Though it's sometimes overwhelming, but definitely it's sometimes helpful. And it's overboarded with knowledge also. So parents come with already prepared mind that yes, we know this thing, but there is a informed. We are the educators. We are specialists in the field, so we understand that what is right for the children. At the same time, we do not. We also take the parents' view and feedback in a very positive way. That all right, what you are coming up with, let's put together and let's not be enough two sides of the fence. Let's work together and make it that partnership. So I think, Nitya, it's more of a partnership between the school, a preschool, and the parents, for the final goal that the children are shaped and become a better citizen, and the learning goes in a right way. So I think the new age parents are extremely aware and extremely they know what is right in that busy schedule of their work pressure, and they're juggling between the work and the growing up children. But however, they're extremely involved. So I think with their involvement, we have to respect that, and we have to work along with them and give a very open feedback. Communication is extremely important.
Right.
So I think we should communicate to parents, because they choose a school and they really want to know that what is my child learning, how my child is learning. It's not that those days when I remember children were put in the school and we had only communication through maybe the report cards and few PTMs. Now parents look forward that we communicate to them, but I think there is a very we have to be very careful how much we communicate and what we communicate. We should not be overboard with them, also overwhelmed with the communication, which parents should not get confused. I think, Nitya, it's important that we take them, we bring them, that everybody is together, and then we take it forward that, okay, the learning, this is what the learning is happening. And as a parent, we want you as a partner because we sign a partnership with you, and we do not want that we are right or you are right. We work together and we make sure that the children are getting overall development, and it should be an holistic approach, because as we all know these days, parents are very aware that only academics doesn't work.
Exactly.
It's more that our children have social skills, motor skills,
Holistic
interpersonal
development, yes.
skills, and and every child is different. So maybe you learn in a musical way, I learn in a mathematical way. So it's very important that we have a different approach for different children. So it's new age parents, we have to be very much aware and very much sure about it, that yes, we are dealing with the generations, two generations, and both the generations are aware and active.
Right. So collaboration and communication are key with the
Extremely.
child's well-being in mind.
Extremely important.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Rittu, coming to you, these days many parents want constant updates on their child's progress. So, where do you think preschools should draw the line between transparency and over-reporting?
I think these days, yes, the parents are, very aware, and they want their children, they want an update about their children very frequently. And I see that in younger age group, maybe say a 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 year age group, because the child is also coming to the school for the first time, as well as, the parent is also dropping their child for the first time at school. So the anxiety is completely understandable. One thing is that I think we should, as a preschool, we should assure the parents that they are in safe hands. But in the beginning itself, I think in the counseling stage or during the orientation, we must also address this concern, or an update. We have to give an update to the parents, saying that giving an update is a privilege for us to do for a parent, because their child is with us. We have to give them an update, but then giving constant and live updates is not the correct way, because many parents expect that from us as well. So what I feel is we should communicate that to them very clearly, that this may not be possible, but then the communication should be meaningful, in the sense that for example, if I have to give you, like, if the child has done some drawing in the class, and we just cannot send an update saying that the child has done drawing. We have to explain and get into the deeper meaning of it, saying that what process did the child enjoy the most during that particular class that they were doing. So this is essential, and this the parent has to understand. And another thing what I feel is, a preschool is not there to give only updates, because the teacher is working on the child. She cannot sit with the camera and keep recording things that the child is doing. Yes, she should do that. It is essential, but then it cannot be constant. It cannot be overwhelming. That should not be the thing that should happen at a preschool also. So if we collaborate with the parents in the beginning itself, it becomes very easy for a parent also to understand that yes, these are the updates that I'll be getting from school, as well as it is not a pressure for the school and the teachers who are working with the children, because
unreasonable updates should
not be sent, is
right.
what I have seen in the post pandemic. I think this is become a constant concern with the parent that you're not sending us update, please give us an update and everything, but I think there should be certain level of transparency when telling to a parent that this is what you're going to get from the school, and this is what is out of line, or we may not be able to send
So
those
setting the
updates.
expectations early on
Is essential also.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And Ms. Rekha, with social media now shaping parenting trends, how do you navigate situations where online advice conflicts with professional early childhood practices?
Nitya, your question has the answer that we we are an educationist.
Yes.
We are more of a specialist.
Yeah.
Social media is a consolidated information where anybody can get it. So the blogs or any kind of social media, it's good, but it's like sometimes it's overwhelmed. So I think parents, when they come up with social media information and they have some points to put in front of the school, I think as a preschool, we should respect that, and we should always um, take it into consideration. But also at the same time, we have to tell parents that we are a specialist, we know our job, we will let you know, okay, this is the correct thing, this is something which preschool is doing. And yeah, definitely your knowledge, your information is, it's correct, it's fine, but some of the informations which we are giving, because every child we have to work individually. We cannot give a blanket rule. Okay, we have a group of 20 kids, and okay, 20 kids we will be doing blah 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 blah. Okay, maybe a teaching way, a child. So we connect with one to one kid. So that's where the school pitch it. The school gets into it. So it's a very thin line between social media information and what the school gives. So I think parents understand that it's something which they definitely understands, but they are getting some kind of feedback or some knowledge from social media. Why not? So they come with a 50% and we give them 50%, they get better. So as I said my previous also, they are the generation, so they are getting exposed to this. So I think we have to we should respect that and let them know that, okay, we will tell you about your kid and about what is your question and what is your point. We can help you with that.
So you need to respect the fact that they're coming with information, and they need to respect that you're the specialist.
Totally.
Yes.
Yes, completely.
So, Ms. Rittu, with the growing pressure among parents for children to achieve academic milestones at increasingly younger ages, how can preschools help parents understand the importance of developmentally appropriate learning?
So so with for this question, what I would like to answer is, at preschool we believe in holistic development of the child. Yes, academics comes into picture, but then it is it is in stages. We cannot expect a 3-year-old to start writing, which is generally the ask of a parent when they come in to us for queries and counseling, that if after 6 months will my child be able to write, or will my child be able to do this or that, so that way it becomes our responsibility as preschool educationists, that we have to tell the parent that a holistic development or holistic growth of a child is much more essential than academic development, because eventually they are going to get into academics, but then at a preschool level, where from ages 2 to 7 is the time when their subconscious mind works the highest, and that is nothing but the right brain development of a child. And during the right brain development of a child, the child is not able to take academics as much as other activities, like learning through play, and many other examples can be given for that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ms. Rekha, I'd like to know from you, what do you believe is the biggest misconception today's parents have about preschool education?
It's not a misconception parents are having. Parents having a lot of expectation. I will say.
That is the challenge. All right.
So I think that's something which, as preschool is becoming more of a very competitive field
Field,
now.
yes.
So there are many. So parents have like that those expectation for all of us from the preschool, but as preschools, we just put in front of them that this is what it is important for your child, because this is a formative age of 4 years. Their brain develops 90% at this point. So let us not worry about the academics, because whatever they learn as of now, the life skills, the other hands-on experience, that will stay for ever in their life. There is a place in India, in Northeast, where if we talk about life skill, children will sweep, children will swap, they will do their chores, they will do everything in the school, and then they will study also. So that's so important that children learn life skill at this point of time, because this is a formative age.
Correct.
If we tell them to do this thing now, believe me, Nitya, they will go home and they will tell their parents also that do this way because the school has taught them.
Exactly.
So I think the academics, ABCD and 1, 2, 3, they will learn. That is something I never felt, that running a school for last 16 years, I never felt that the children are not placed in a good schools or they are not doing well. But if their overall development is not done in this 4 years, then it becomes a little challenge for the parents. And you know, these days, in an interview also, it will not ask like what was your academics?
How much you scored, no one asks.
No one is asking, how do you sit? How is your posture? How do you speak? How is your eye contact? Those things are very important. So as a preschool, we should introduce this, and we should be aware that these are the important things we are teaching
And
to
if
them.
you imbibe it at that age, it sticks forever.
Yes, totally. Because and parents really appreciate that these are the things the school is taking care of. And they say after 6, my child was 3 months, 4 months, the kid was this, and now in 1 year we could see so much of changes. So thanks for doing what you are doing. And they know that my kid will write and read. That wouldn't be a problem. But this is something very important that we should do. So I don't think so any misconception. But yes, definitely we have to fulfill their expectation, what they wanted, because even they also have their limitations to do things at home. So I feel that
Their
there's no
expectations are
misconception.
valid, but you just need to
totally.
communicate.
Yes, it has to be communicated.
Okay. And Ms. Rittu, if you could share one piece of advice with today's preschool parents to help them better support their child's growth and happiness, what would that be?
One piece of advice would be, I think this is my favorite. I always recommend that in the evenings, take your child out for 90 minutes of playtime. This is one thing I always recommend, and I completely believe in this as well, because the 90 minutes that you give them outside of your home is a life skill, a development, a holistic development, and you know, it really benefits the child in a huge way. So please try this, and you should take out some time with your child and spend that time with your child outside of home.
Quality time is essential.
Yes.
And Ms. Rekha, would you like to answer the same question?
Yes, I completely agree what Rittu has said. And just to take the same point, it's very important. I keep telling parents that when your child comes home, spend a quality time with them. Ask them what happened in the school. Talk to them. So there are many benefits to it. First of all, their recalling power will get better. They will recall things, and they will start talking about it, and they will do a lot of they will communicate a lot of things which they're liking it, they're not liking it. And the most important thing, 15 minutes of story time with them. It's my piece of advice, my humble request to all the parents. Please read to your child, because the more you read, make them addicted to books. The book is something that should be their first love, not the TV, not the mobile. children comes and they say that my papa is watching mobile. So I told Papa, don't watch mobile. Rekha ma'am said, no mobile, no TV. So we are like, we make the children go in a way that, okay, now you go and talk to the parent. So, and parents are feeling very happy that my children are out of this. So I think 15 minutes of reading, take a book, give them while traveling in the car, traveling in the bus. The book should be their first love, first friend. Take an oath as a parent that we should do a lot of reading to children.
I
think
completely
that
agree
would-
with this.
Yeah, that would
And
help.
I think
children.
you spoke about life skills, the importance of imbibing life skills. Language development is also very important at that age.
Definitely, Nitya. That see, when you read a lot to children, they also get to understand the story. So now you give them a book, they will turn the pages and they will create their own
Stories,
story, and the vocabulary will develop. Their articulation will develop. So that's the way they will have a better vocabulary. We don't have to force them to learn English or Hindi or any language.
come naturally.
It just comes naturally. You talk and it comes naturally.
And I think this is underrated because people don't realize that preschoolers need to be paid
Yes,
heed to with
definitely.
regard to the language
Yes,
development.
definitely. And it works from my experience, I'm telling you. You just read to them and you listen to their playtime when they are playing, role play. So much you can understand about the school, so much you can understand about the teacher, how the teacher is behaving. If I say, darling, come here, they will also still, darling, come here. With one toy they will take in their hand. Darling, who says like that? Rekha ma'am says like that. So we are the role model basically.
Yes.
So I think we are the mirror image for these kids. So it's important how we behave. They just follow us.
That goes
So
for
I think-
educators and parents alike.
Parents are
Totally,
also,
everywhere. I keep telling lower your voice. There is a difference, thin line between shouting and being firm. So just make sure you're firm, but you're not loud with kids. They can't handle it.
Right.
So they're very tender age, very
Exactly.
fragile age. So we have to be careful on such things.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
On that note, we come to the end of today's discussion. A heartfelt thank you to both our panelists for sharing their valuable insights with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nitya, for
Thank you.
having us. Thank you.
Thank you for being
so
here
much.
today. Today's conversation tells us that while parenting styles will inevitably evolve with changing times, the essence of early childhood education remains the same, creating environments where children feel safe, supported, curious, and confident. The most successful preschool journeys are built not on perfect communication or perfect expectations, but on trust, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to the child's well-being. As educators and parents navigate this evolving landscape together, collaboration will remain the key to helping young learners thrive. Thank you for watching Think Tank, presented by My School Admission, powered by Education Today with our media partner Education News Network. For now, signing off, this is Nitya Krishnamurthy.